Hazen.
Good morning, Your Honor. Nathan Slimane from Mr. Hazen. Mark, if you're on the call, can you unmute yourself and announce for the court, please?
Mark?
I did speak with him last night, Judge. Let me see if I can't get a hold of him and get him to jump on.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Austin Hutto or Hutto?
Present with counsel. Austin, will you unmute yourself and say hello?
Present, Your Honor.
Okay, very good.
Judge, we're here waiting for a jury trial, which, as you know, is on hold.
Have you received an offer on the case?
No, Your Honor, because we will not be taking an offer on the case. We will not be accepting an offer other than a dismissal.
And have you conferred with the state?
We have.
All right. And recently, or has it been a while?
It's been a while, Your Honor.
All right.
And,
yes.
If at all possible, could I confer with the state later? We're supposed to pick a jury here in about 30 minutes.
All right. So when do you think you'll be available to at least confer with the state on this case?
I will call or email. I can email today, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. That will be fine. And in the interim, we're going to place it on a call docket.
Okay. And then, Your Honor, and who's the ADA that's assigned to the case? Because I know there's been a shuffle.
Oh, okay. Nicole, who are the assistant DAs in this court?
It's Caitlin Morgan and Catherine Pollard.
Yes, and that case is going to be, let's see, it's Caitlin. So Caitlin Morgan.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Judge Herr,
Yeah.
this is Nathan Slimane again. I had Mark Hazen, he was the first on the docket. I did send him a text message. I have another Zoom at 9. Would it be all right that I go ahead and check in over there and continue to try to get a hold of him and check back?
Sure. Will you let me know, please, the status before noon?
Absolutely. Absolutely,
Okay,
Judge. I'll be back well before noon.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Judge, this is Ed Piker. If I could talk to you for a second.
Well, I'm calling the docket. Are you in a big hurry? Can you wait till I come?
Well, only that my guy's on page 4 and he's going to be found incompetent tomorrow on this case.
Oh, why are they having a hearing on it tomorrow?
Yes,
Or-
it's scheduled. It was scheduled last week, but it's been rescheduled till tomorrow at 9:15.
All right, we'll get a reset on that case then.
All right.
Okay. And what was your client's name?
Shane Taylor, Taylor, page 4,
Okay.
2/3 of the way down.
I think it can just get a regular reset, and if he's found incompetent, you can let us know, okay?
Okay, so I'm excused.
Yes,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Sergio Estrada,
Judge present with counsel. He is here as well. Sergio, can you say you're present?
Yes, present, Your Honor.
okay. What's gonna happen on this
Judge,
case?
if I can just confer, I haven't conferred with anybody since I think
Sure.
August last year.
Okay, fine. We'll get you in a breakout room.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Good morning.
Sergio, you can mute yourself. Thank you.
Milton Perez, and Scott McCrum is the attorney. Are either one of you on? All right, I'll come back to it and recall it in a minute. Jacob Vela,
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm here for
Morning.
Mr. Vela. He's got we just got a bunch of blood work in. I haven't had a chance to confer. If I could get in line to do so, that'd be great. Or
okay, you want to get in a breakout room with state or with your client?
with the state, Your Honor.
Okay, all right. Nicole will take care of that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Daniel Lopez Schrader. I understand the attorney's not here, but is he here?
He just got off, Judge.
He did.
Right-
You,
right
are
before
you
you
gonna
got
go
on.
ahead and, are you gonna reset that case?
Yes, we are reset.
Okay, all right, very good. Ronald Beckingham,
Dr. John Young here for him. He was supposed to come into the courtroom.
okay, is he in the courtroom?
I don't know the answer.
Okay, let me see if I see an empty room on in that square. Oh, there's
That's
a
what I
day.
saw too, Your Honor.
Okay,
No, ma'am, no one's in the courtroom, ma'am.
okay, thank you. Do you want to call him and see what's going on?
I'll
John?
try and get hold of him, Your Honor. He had
Okay.
wanted a trial, and I don't see any good that speaking the state is going to do, but I'll get a hold of him.
Okay, please do. Leslie Araya,
Good morning. Good morning, Your Honor. I am here for her. Once upon a time, I did have some contact with her, but I have lost contact with her. And so if she's not on the call, I'm not in contact with her.
so I guess does your court issue warrants or what do they do, Nicole? Going to issue
We hold
warrants?
off for 5 days, Judge.
5 days?
5 days, yes.
Okay, well, we'll
And
hold
then-
off for 5 days, but if she doesn't show, then a warrant will issue, okay?
Thank you so
Marcia?
much. May I be excused, Your Honor?
Yes, you may. Have a good day.
You too.
All right, Jacob Lana,
Morning, Judge. I'm here for him. For some reason, our office didn't think he had to be present, but I can certainly get a hold of him.
okay. If you could, please, and
All
have
right.
him make an appearance. All right, thank you.
I will, Judge. Thank you.
All right. Nolan Sanchez,
Judge Doug Campbell for Mr. Sanchez, who's present. I can see him on the screen. Can I talk to the DA, please?
okay, I'm sorry, did you say you do see him on the screen?
I do. He's nodding his head. He's wearing a black shirt. He can go off mute and say hello to you if you'd like.
Yeah, or raise his hand or something. I'm not sure which one. Okay, there you are. Thank you. All right,
Thank you.
and counsel, you want to get in a breakout room? Is that what you said?
Yes.
With the
Yes, Judge.
assistant DA?
Please.
Okay, Nicole, could you get him there?
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Jason Moxley, I see he's in custody. Did
Right.
they
He
bring
was
him
not
up?
ordered, Judge.
He was not ordered, okay. What happens with them, Nicole, if they're in custody?
I think they'll either have him at jail court, Judge. That's
Oh,
what
I
I'm
see.
thinking, unless the attorney wants to
Okay.
bring him over here. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Ernesto, I guess Magalon.
Judge, that's my case. We need to confer on that one. It's our first setting.
Oh, okay. All right. Do you want to get in a breakout room?
I would love that. Do you want me to, are they ready?
Let's see.
There's
I
a
don't
long
know.
line.
Is there a waiting list already, Nicole?
Yes, Andrew, you're number 4. I went ahead and assigned you. So if you want to hop on in there, and you'll hop in there too, okay?
Do you mind if I hop on over to County Court 12 and hop on back, since I'm obviously going to be hopping a lot?
Okay. You're number
Yeah,
4.
go ahead.
so
But
if
don't
somebody else comes,
forget
you might
to
get
come back.
first.
I promise, Judge, I'll be back. as soon as
Okay, very good.
And of course, he's here. He's waving, wearing.
Did he? Yes, he
Okay.
waved. Okay, thank you. Oh, I think it's Willie Almendares Calderon. Attorney Alma Benavides.
That one
Anyone?
does have a warrant, Judge.
What?
He has a warrant. so he's
Okay,
probably not here.
so he's probably not. Every once in a while they'll show up, but yeah.
Yeah.
Jose Trejo.
Good morning, Your Honor. That is my client, but I have been unable to contact him. Pretrial Services contacted me back in April, and we exchanged all the phone numbers that we had, but Jose Trejo, just in case he's on here, I don't think he is, so
Yeah, I don't
I
think
don't
so
have
either.
anything new to report. And this is pretty much our first setting, Your Honor, or since it's been charged.
Okay, Mr. Trejo, this is your last chance. If you're out there, at least wave your hand or something, but I don't see you. All right, we're gonna, in 5 days, if you don't show then we'll issue a warrant for him, okay?
Okay, I'll send him a written letter, maybe. Hopefully that'll get to his last
Okay.
address too.
We'll see if
Thank
that
you.
works. You're welcome.
Okay.
Aaron Areche,
Present, Your Honor. Consul's present, Your Honor. On that case, I believe there's no file yet with the court, so we're just waiting.
and is your client here?
Yes, Your Honor.
Can I see? Oh, there you are. I see. Thank
Mr.
you.
Rich is here.
Okay, then I guess with no file, what says the state? Are you hearing this?
Yes, Your Honor, I just checked and he's correct. It is a red file right now.
Okay, then if you'll give him a reset, please. All right.
May we be excused, Your Honor?
Yes, you may.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I got 4 1s and some quarters, man. Straight up. 4 1s.
Somebody that's talking and is not talking to me, if you could mute your mic, please. Adrian Pena.
Hi, Your Honor, I'm here.
Okay. And your attorney, Thomas Beck. Are you here, Mr. Beck? All right, if you could just kind of stay tuned, Mr. Pena, until your attorney gets here.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Jeremy Hadash, or I'm not sure.
Yes,
Anthony-
ma'am. Here, Your Honor.
Where are you? I'm trying. Okay, I see. All right. And then your attorney, Anthony Bancroft?
He is in a hearing. He said he'll be here ASAP.
Okay, very good. Then if you'll stay tuned until he gets here, please.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Roberto Gonzalez?
Present, Your Honor.
Okay.
Judge, I'm here on behalf of Mark LaHood for Roberto Gonzalez. I'm also here for Ariel Enriquez.
Okay, well, what's happening with regard to Roberto Gonzalez?
Judge, on that case, we're still reviewing discovery. On that case, I would just really be requesting a reset at this time. This is more Mr. LaHood's case. And then on Ariel Enriquez.
I'm not doing Aaron Enriquez right now. I'm talking about Roberto Gonzalez.
Oh, yes,
And,
sure. Yeah, for that case, I would just like to request a reset.
my question for you is, when is the last time that someone conferred with the state on this case?
I believe it's been 2 or 3 weeks, and I think my Mr. LaHood has been conferring by email.
All right, and do you know if there's been an offer extended on the case?
I don't believe so yet, Your Honor.
All right, well, I think it's time to at least have a conference that involves the state giving an offer, unless you're still waiting like on blood test results or something. But that's my question for you, is where are we in the process? Are there discovery issues? Do you have an offer? I'd like to know those things.
Yes, Your Honor. So we're not waiting on labs. We do have labs.
Okay. So really, could you please confer with the state and see about getting an offer today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I'd appreciate that. And then come back, let me know how that goes, and then I'll grant you the reset. Okay?
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. All right, Carlos Coppins. Attorney Timothy Roundtree. Are either of you here?
Oh, that one was reset, Judge. That one was also a no file. I went
see.
ahead and looked it up and I reset them.
Okay. James Maramba, Attorney Kyle Ernst. Have they checked in at all, Nicole?
No, ma'am.
No?
No.
I'll come back to them in a bit. Daniel Munoz.
Hey, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Good morning. All right, so what's happening on this case, counsel?
We're awaiting I guess a written offer from the state, possibly even ready to enter a plea today if you're doing that.
Oh, yeah, I'm doing that. Do you need to get in a breakout room with the DA?
We conferred last time and came to an agreement. And I've messaged them privately to get something drawn up.
All right, State, are you hearing this? And could you update me, please?
Yes, Your Honor, I am hearing that. I did not get in a chat, so you may have sent it to Catherine, but I can get the plea paperwork sent out.
Okay, very good.
That's true.
Thank
I
you.
did send the email and the private message to Ms. Reed.
Okay, I'll get the email from her and I can get it sent out.
Thank you very much. All right. Hopefully we can get that done this morning. All right. Rosalinda Ortiz.
Present, Your Honor.
All right.
Present with counsel, Judge. This is our
All right.
first sitting. We'd like to confer with the states and get in line.
Okay, we'll put you in a breakout room as soon as possible.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Marcos Martinez. Melanie Lita is the attorney. Are either one of you present? I'll call him again in a minute. Grace Gonzalez, attorney Michael Young.
Present, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. Stephanie Esparza here for the Public Defender's Office.
Oh, okay.
Yes, yes, ma'am. And my client is here. She's under Grace Longoria on her name.
Is she here?
Yes, Your
Yes.
Honor.
Okay, very good. What's happening on the case?
Yes, Your Honor. I don't think it's been filed yet. It might be a red file.
Oh, let's check.
Hello?
Hold on.
That is correct, Judge. It is a red file.
All right, then we'll go ahead and reset that case.
Okay, that sounds good. Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Christopher Thomas.
Good morning,
Attorney.
Your Honor.
Okay, so you're there, but I think possibly your attorney is not. Is that correct?
That's correct. I believe we were going to request a reset.
Okay, that's granted.
Permission to be excused?
Yes.
Thank you.
Mhm. John Blank. John Blanks. Did he check in, Nicole?
Not with me, Judge. And he does not have an attorney on file.
I
so-
noticed that.
Yeah.
Mr. Blanks, are you there? Okay, we'll have to issue, he's got 5 days and then issue a warrant.
Judge,
Yes,
this is Grace Longoria. My attorney, Stephanie Esparza, is my excuse to leave the room?
I'm sorry, what's your name again?
Grace Longoria, am I excused to leave the room?
Have I called her already, Nicole?
Yes, Judge. She was the one right now that has no file ready.
Okay,
So,
yes,
she
you
is
are free to go.
excused.
Yes, ma'am. Just get your new date, okay?
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Marie Vella, Stephanie Marie Vella.
That one
Okay.
is set for Joe Court tomorrow, Judge. So they're
Oh,
not
is
gonna
she?
have her here.
Okay. Christy Gonzalez.
That one, Miss Brenda called me this morning. She is attending a funeral.
Okay. She requesting a reset on that or?
Yes, she was.
Okay. Fernando Duran, attorney Angela Blake. Mr. Duran, are you around?
That one is gonna be at 1:30, Judge.
Okay, thank you. Adrian Pena.
I'm here, Your Honor.
All right. Attorney Thomas Beck. Have we heard from the attorney today?
No, ma'am, I have not.
Will you give him a call and see what's going on, Nicole?
Yes.
Okay. Because it was set for a plea. So, Mr. Pena, stick around until we get hold of your attorney, please. Kayla Goodwin. Oh, that's at 2:00, so never mind. All right, there was an attorney that wanted to take care of a second case that he had on the docket, but I didn't see his case come up again. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Justin, which one was your other case?
My other case is Ariel Enriquez.
What page is that on? I don't think I saw that.
I'm not exactly sure, Judge. I don't have the docket sheet in front of
Oh,
me.
yeah, I'm sorry. I was asking Nicole, but
What is the name, Justin?
It's Ariel Enriquez. It's a transfer from County Court 13.
Oh. I don't see it on here.
yeah, it wasn't, I didn't see it on my docket. I was kind of looking for it, but I don't see it. So I'm not sure what happened with that. If it's a transfer, does it take a bit to actually get on our docket or?
Not really. I mean, sometimes it does, just depending on how quick the coordinator will move it.
Okay.
But I can check on that later, Justin, if you'd
Okay.
like, and then I'll give you a call.
Sure. That'd be
Okay, sounds good. Thank you so much, Nicole.
You're welcome.
Your Honor,
Yes.
when you have a moment, this is Adam Cortez. I have
Yes,
Jacob
Adam.
Bella. I was able to confer. She's going to be sending me an offer. It's a unique DWI because there's no alcohol involved, but she's going to. I'm going to be emailed an offer. So if I can just get a brief, I guess a 30-day reset, that'd be great to consider
Okay.
the offer.
All right, that's fine.
All right. I guess Nicole, I'll get it from you.
Yes, I will email you.
Yeah, I don't want to cause problems like Justin's been doing, on this docket. It's just, I'm just teasing him. All right, well, I'll see. I gotta zoom into another court. Thank you.
Okay.
Take care. Have
You
a good
too.
day.
You too.
Judge, it's Doug Campbell.
Judge, sorry.
I'm sorry. Who's talking?
Go ahead,
Alex
Justin.
Sharp. Oh, bailiff, sorry.
That's all right.
Jacob Lotta is present online now.
Okay, hold on. Let me find him on my docket. Okay, here we are. All right, so what's happening on the case?
I really just need to confer with one of the prosecutors on it.
Okay, so we'll get you in line to get in a breakout room.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Judge Heard, Deputy Contreras in the courtroom.
Yes.
On page 2, we have Mr. Ronald Beckingham. He just walked in.
Oh,
His
okay.
attorney, John Young.
Okay.
That's the person I've been looking for, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Do y'all need to get in a breakout room or what?
Probably not, Your Honor. I talked to him last night, so and I've talked to the prosecutors, but not, as you say, recently. We're asking for a trial.
All right, have you been given an offer?
I believe we have historically, Your Honor.
Historically, you said? Historically?
Yes,
you've been given an offer?
historically.
What kind of history are we talking about here? In this decade? I don't know.
I would say October of 2020.
Oh, okay. Well, could you just take them? Do you have time to kind of do a quick confer and see? They extended an offer, I'm guessing.
I am always at your disposal.
Thank you. If you would just take a moment to confer with them, see if anything has changed, and if not, then we'll put you on the call docket for a trial.
Madam.
All right. Thank you.
Judge Heard,
Yes.
one more. We also have on page 5.
Okay.
We have John Blanks. He was the one who does not have an attorney.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see him right here. Okay. Can he hear me?
Yes.
Mr. Blank?
He's coming up, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
Speaking to the mic. Thank you.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello, how are you?
Hi, doing well. Thank you.
So you don't have an attorney, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and were you going to request a court-appointed counsel?
No, I was actually going to request just more time to hire an attorney, actually.
So how much time do you need?
Just probably a couple weeks. That's it.
Okay, then can we reset this for a couple of weeks, Nicole, for him to come back in and tell us who your attorney is. By that time, your attorney should have filed a notice of appearance with the court. Okay?
Right.
Yes.
What is your name, sir?
John Blanks.
Okay. Would you be able to leave your email address with the bailiff for me, please?
Sure.
Okay. And your phone number. Sorry.
And then we'll see you in 2 weeks. We'll give you a reset date.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Judge Doug Campbell, I've spoken with the state. I just need to get a quick reset so that the state can look at their file.
Okay. That's granted.
Thank you,
What's your
Judge.
client's name again, Doug?
I'm sorry, Nolan Sanchez.
Okay.
Can we be dismissed?
Yes, you may have.
Case number, Mr. Campbell.
Case number is 652-219.
219. Okay.
Your Honor, this,
Hold on just a second. Mr. Campbell, in your conferring with the state, then did you get to the point where they've extended an offer?
They have not yet. They need to watch the videos.
Okay, so state, are you online? I don't know why I can't
I
see.
think they're
you
all in, Judge, I think they're all in the breakout rooms.
Oh, they are. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. State to view the video.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
What's your name?
All right. Very good, Mr. Campbell. We'll give you that reset.
Great. Thank you, Judge.
You're
Nolan,
welcome.
I'll call you in a second.
Permission to leave, Judge?
Granted.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, so what's going on?
Andrew's waiting for you, Judge.
Okay. Why are you waiting for me?
I'm sorry. I thought Andrew was waving for you.
Oh, Andrew, okay.
Yeah, I was waving, but it's fine, Father. You go ahead.
That's okay. Andrew, what's going on?
Judge, on Mr. Magalon,
Yeah.
case number 652-324. The state's going to review that and get back to me. They just would like a request to reset.
Okay. Is it a new case, Andrew?
It is. It's a UCW judge, and the state is a little.
Just another.
I don't know if they've decided how they're going to proceed with the law changes, constitutional carry September 1st. This one's a UCW predicated on a POM, so I'm not sure if they're going to proceed or not, but they're having internal discussions on whether or not that's going to be a thing. Does that answer your question?
Well, kind of. Good enough anyway.
I can keep going for hours, but I'm assuming it's
All right. We'll give you the reset.
Thank you.
John Young back.
I'm sorry.
John Young back from breakout
Yes.
room.
Okay, what
Put me
happened?
with my client, please.
All right.
I have received an offer, and as you know, I am ethically obligated to take that offer to my client.
Well, this is true, and I appreciate that very much. So, Nicole, if you could put him in a breakout room with his client, that would be great.
Yes. Who is your client, John?
Mr. Beckingham, he's in the courtroom.
He's in the courtroom. Okay.
He's the only person I know who's even worse at this stuff than I am.
Yes, sir.
Nicole is going to put us in a breakout room so I can talk to you privately.
Here you go.
Thank you, Nicole.
You're welcome.
And Judge, I'm back on.
Did I see Scott McCrum?
Good.
Is your
Yes, good morning.
client here today?
I'm hoping so. I forwarded the link to him, and I had an in-person setting this morning at the courthouse. I see that Patty's not on this morning, but I had emailed her to let her know I'd be late.
Okay.
But as far as Mr. Pettis Paz, I forwarded him the link. Do you not see him in the waiting room or anything?
Mr. Bettis, are you online? Nicole, do
No.
you know if he checked in or anything?
No,
We don't
Judge.
see him.
Okay.
Can you call him?
Yes, I definitely can call him. You want me to give me a little break so I can do that?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Judge, this is Flavio Hernandez.
Yes.
Good to see you, Judge.
Good to see you too.
You remind me of some easier times.
Well, that's good. That's a good way to remember me. I appreciate that.
I was retroed when I saw you. Your Honor, my client, David Castillo, should be in the courtroom now. He's a recall from Friday. We got
Mr.
all our,
Castillo, are you online
he's in
or
the
in the
courtroom.
courtroom?
Oh, the courtroom is actually in a breakout room right now with the other client. So yeah,
Okay.
he probably won't be able to hear us.
He texted me that he has arrived and he's sitting in the courtroom, so this is a recall from Friday's docket, Your Honor. We should have all the paperwork done. He came to court. I did my paperwork online and it was given to him in hard copy, and he signed it in the courtroom. Your Honor, this client is he's a bit slow. It's going to be a little bit of a slower process to be sure that we get this plea done. I've explained everything. He understands everything. And Judge Longoria was going to be sympathetic to his financial needs as well. He's 20 years old. He lives with his mother.
Okay, can I interrupt you for a minute?
Of course.
Nicole, do you see him on the docket for today?
He was an add-on judge, so he should be on the last page.
Did you
At
say
the
it's
very
Mr.
bottom.
Castillo?
Yes, if he's not on your copy, I added him after I sent everything out.
Oh,
So I
okay.
added him on mine.
All right, and so State, are you online and is the paperwork done on Mr. Castillo?
Yes, Your Honor, the paperwork is actually in the court. I think it's in the clerk's possession. It was done in person. The defendant did sign it in person last Friday.
Right.
All right, is something going to be sent to me for my signature?
Judge, I will call the clerks and have them send something to you.
Okay.
Are
all
you
right,
able
then
to print?
I can print, but do you guys have Adobe Sign? Because if I've got to print everything we do, that's a big hassle. I mean,
Right,
I
we can do Adobe Sign, Judge.
Yeah, let's do Adobe Sign. That works
Okay.
so much better.
All right,
Okay.
I'm gonna pause for just a minute, okay?
Sure, that's fine. And then, Mr. Hernandez, as soon as the paperwork gets to all the different parties to sign off, we'll be able to take up your plea,
Thank
okay?
you, Judge. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And
John
Judge,
Young back.
Judge, just as a side note, Mr. Castillo is present in the courtroom. He just walked in.
Oh, okay, thank you. All right. Who said I'm back?
John Young.
Okay, what's going on?
The state has offered pretrial diversion. My client has decided to accept that. I need to talk to Caitlin and find out what we do to get the paperwork. I don't think I've done
Okay.
a pretrial diversion since we've been Zooming.
Okay, so as soon as Nicole gets back, I'll put you in a breakout room with Caitlin, okay? Unless you just want to tell him right now, Caitlin, or are you busy?
No, I can send him an email with the information how to contact pretrial diversion and get that paperwork.
Do you
You
think
are the
that's,
woman.
will that be something that we can get done today, or is it a process that requires a reset?
I think it's just a reset because once they fill out the paperwork and he's accepted, the case gets dismissed and he's in
Okay.
that program.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Then let's wait for Nicole and we'll tell her what's happening and then she can give you your reset and then you can track down the paperwork.
Your Honor.
And I will send send you the email right now.
Perfect.
Thank you.
All righty.
Judge, on Sergio Estrada, I conferred with Catherine this morning. I need to send her some documentation, but Nicole is already aware of the reset. I just wanted to make sure I announced it and told you what was going on.
Okay, very good. Thank you. And then talk to Nicole about your reset date, please.
Yes. Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Sergio, you're excused, buddy. Thank you.
Your Honor,
Give me just a second here. Here we go. All right, yes?
I am back on Jacob Lada.
Uh-huh.
Conferred with the ADA,
Okay.
not Caitlin, but the other lady, and
Okay.
we've agreed for a 30-day reset.
Okay. You have an offer on the case?
Well, I learned that there's some upcoming pending felony charges.
I see. Okay. All right. Would you just get a date from Nicole, please, before you go?
I sure will, Judge. Thank
All
you.
right. You're welcome.
Good morning, Judge. When you have a moment, can I approach on an issue?
Yes.
I'm here on Roberto Gonzalez. I think I got dropped on the call. I need to get transferred to a breakout room to confer with the prosecutor.
Okay, hold on. The client was, what was the client?
Roberto Gonzalez. It's a DWI second. Good morning, by the way.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. Yourself?
Fine, thanks.
You got a pretty smile.
Thank you.
Judge, I believe that's the one Justin was here for earlier.
Yes, he was, and he was waiting, and then he had to go to 290th, and I popped in, and so I got
Okay, we were gonna give him a 30-day reset.
perfect. Okay, it's even
Okay,
better.
very good.
Okay. Judge, I spoke with the clerks and they are sending you that paperwork right now.
Okay, I'll look for it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Nicole, can I have a 30-day reset on Mr. Beckingham?
Case number, please. I found it.
And they're applying
It's
for
on page 2, I know that.
Okay, so 45 days.
They've emailed him the paperwork and everything for that pretrial diversion deal.
Okay. All right, John, I will email you your new dates, okay?
Thank you. And
You're
Mr.
welcome.
Beckingham, I assume we're released, Your Honor?
Yes, you are.
And I will get in touch with you when I get that paperwork, Mr. Beckingham.
Is he here?
He was.
He's in the courtroom,
Oh,
right?
he's in the courtroom. That's where he
Right.
was, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Have the bailiff release him then.
Judge Scott McCrum, my client's wife is tracking him down.
Okay.
And so I'm going to, if that's okay, log off. I've got another court that's waiting on me, and then I'll come back.
Sure. Can you let me know before noon?
Oh, yes.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
thank
I'll be
you.
back soon. Thank you.
Okay.
Make sure you get them documented on this
I
paper.
gotta get paperwork from him first. Though.
Yeah,
Okay.
but if you give him that, when you do the paperwork, then they can take.
Did anybody else need a reset, Judge,
Good luck, Ethan.
while I was gone? I don't think so, right?
I don't
Nicole?
think so.
Okay. Melanie.
Yes, I
I-
was wondering if you guys got my client down.
I need a call over to the jail to see if I requested him last week, so I'm
Okay.
hoping they have him ready. But I will call over there in a second and see if they do have them, okay?
Perfect, thank you.
Just so you know, I haven't really received anything for signature yet.
Nothing yet? Okay.
No.
Let me text Linda.
Okie doke.
And Nicole, the
Yes.
judge did approve a 30-day reset on Jacob Lotta.
Jacob Lara.
Yeah, that's right.
650-720.
I got it.
All right.
30 days. I will email you the reset, okay?
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're
All right.
welcome.
All right. Y'all have a great day.
You too. See you,
All right.
Alec.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Your Honor, this is Nelson speaking. Am I free to be excused?
I'm sorry, who's speaking?
Or Nelson McGallen?
Hold on.
All right.
Who is your attorney again?
Andrew Foliage.
Oh, yeah. You're excused.
All right. Thank you very much, ma'am. Y'all have a blessed day.
You too.
Judge, I just want to double check. I stepped away from my computer for a moment. I wanted to make sure that I didn't miss my place in line to speak to a prosecutor on Rosalinda Ortiz. Just want to make sure I'm still in line to see a prosecutor.
Okay, well, let's check and see. As soon as Nicole gets off the phone.
Okay.
I'm sorry, and what was your client's name again? Rosalinda?
Rosalinda Ortiz. Yes, Judge.
Okay.
Okay, guys, I'm sorry. The inmate is there and he's ready. They're just waiting on iPads, I guess. So it is gonna be a little while, Melanie, they said.
Okay, do you mind if I jump back into another court and finish up some
That's
stuff? and I'll
fine.
be back?
If he happens to pop up, I'll text you.
Perfect. All right. Thank you, guys. I'll
Okay.
be back.
Attorney John Perez is asking about getting into a breakout room with Rosalinda Ortiz. He just wanted to make sure that he was on the list
Sorry.
Did I skip you, John? I'm so sorry.
No, I stepped away from the computer, so it's fine. But
Okay.
not with Rosie, but instead with one of the prosecutors to speak
With
about.
the state?
Yeah.
Okay. So John. Okay,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Nothing yet, Judge, on the paperwork?
Let me look again.
Okay.
No, do they have the right email address? All right, maybe I should
Yes.
check. I'm gonna check in junk mail just on the off chance.
Okay,
No, it's not there.
no, and it was the email you gave me from this morning, right?
Maria Test, yes, that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, sometimes it's a little slow, but not that
Yeah.
slow. Yeah.
I know my emails were acting terrible this morning,
Oh, were
so,
they?
yeah, I
Okay.
was trying to send you all the dockets. And it
Yeah,
was just not going through. So, something's going on.
yeah. I don't doubt it.
It's a hot mess.
Pretty much. I think so.
It is, right, Flavio? That's our word.
I learned that from Nicole.
I'm a hot mess over here with all this big hot mess.
I'm gonna go get a bottle of water. I'll be right
Okay,
back.
good. All
But
right.
you have my cell number too, so you can always go hurry up and
Yes,
come back.
correct.
Something's ready, but I'll be right back.
Okay, Judge, no worries.
Okay.
Miss out here. John, did you go in there already?
Yes, we conferred.
Okay, good.
Okay, I got some paperwork here.
Oh, perfect.
Let's
Yes.
see, for David James Castillo.
And Judge, I'm available to announce for Rosalinda Ortiz after conferring with the state.
Okay, hold on, let me just find her on my docket again.
Sure.
No.
Okay, so what's happening on Rosalinda Ortiz?
Judge, I confirmed with the state, we got an offer. I
Okay.
need some, it is a first setting. I haven't actually had a chance to go over the discovery with my client. So I just like a
Okay.
reset to
Sure.
exercise all due diligence.
Excellent. Okay, get a 30-day reset then.
Nicole, will that be emailed to me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. Rosie, you're good to go. We'll get an email we'll get a new court date via email, and I'll give you a call probably later on this afternoon to explain what's going on and
Okay,
schedule a meeting.
sounds good, John.
All right, Judge, maybe we be excused?
Yes, you're excused.
Thank you, Judge. You have a good morning.
You're welcome. You have a good day.
Thank you, you too.
Mhm. Okay, so I guess they just wanted me to print and sign and then send it back?
You can send it back, Judge.
So they don't have Adobe Sign?
I'm sorry?
They don't have Adobe Sign?
The clerks,
Yeah.
they have Adobe Sign. It's just CC5, I believe. Clerks.
It would be what now?
I think it's just CC5 clerks. Let me get
Right.
it from them.
Yeah, usually they put it in the Adobe Sign format so that when it comes over here, all I have to do is click on
A
the
sign,
yeah,
and then it
sign
goes
where
back
it's-
to them.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
let me give her a call.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, Judge, the clerk said that it's already signed by Judge Longoria, since this was the
Right.
one from last week. So you
Uh-huh.
don't have to sign it. It's just for you to view it if go along with the plea or during the plea. If that makes sense.
Mhm.
What do you think?
Yeah, I'm not sure that that really works. I mean, it would work if I could either add my name to indicate that I was the one that actually did the plea. I mean,
Right.
so that the paperwork reflects what actually happened, you know?
Right.
I guess I'll go ahead and print it up and do that and then fax it back to you. Or send it through, scan it back to you.
Scan it back. That would be fine too, Judge. Whatever's easier.
Okay, well, I don't want to do that on everything, but on the pleas that he's already signed on, I think that's the only option unless they were to redo the paperwork. And I know that's equally as complicated. So
Right.
let me do that. Let me
Okay,
do that.
Judge.
I'll print it and then I'll scan it back. Okay.
Okay, that'll work.
Okay.
Hot mess.
Yeah.
Nicole, let's hope he doesn't walk out of the courtroom again.
I hope not.
Tell the deputy to lock the door.
No, I hope he doesn't. We are getting this done today, Flavio.
This
Today.
has been an amazing, you know how it is. 99% goes smooth and then one just makes up for all
Yes.
makes up for the other 9.
Exactly.
And then when I scan it back, what address should I scan it to?
To County Court 5. Let me just get the correct.
County Court 5?
Yes. Okay, Judge, I have CC Court 5. Well,
Okay.
C Court, I'm sorry, C Court 5 at bear.org.
So it's C and then write the whole word court, C
Correct.
and COURT 5.
Yes.
Okay.
At bear.org.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, Judge.
Mhm.
No tengo parcial. ¿Qué te cagas tanto?
Porque estoy muy mal.
Ahí va.
Es que tú vienes
Pardon me, Your Honor, may I approach? This is Nathan Slimane.
Yes.
Judge, I have an update on Mark Hazen, who's the first on the docket. He failed to answer. I'm in contact with him. He's telling me he's having technical issues connecting to Zoom.
Okay.
He can't get it to work. He said he tried to log in and it kicked him out. I didn't know what the court would like for us to do.
Well, if he's not going to be able to rectify that, then instead of coming to, instead of doing it on Zoom, he's going to have to come into court.
Okay, would you like me to tell him to come to the courthouse right now?
Yeah, that would be fine. That'd be
Okay,
good.
I'll
All
let
right.
him know.
All
Thank you,
right,
Judge.
thank you. Uh-huh.
Your Honor, may I approach?
Oh, sure. Yes.
Good morning, Judge. How are you?
Good morning. Fine, thank you.
Good. I'm here for William Almendares Calderon.
Okay.
It's cause number 652391. My last contact with him was on May the 19th. And I have tried several numbers and I either get, one is disconnected or one, there's no response, no answer. And then there's one where I can leave a text message, but I can't leave a voice message. And I have tried several times to reach him, but I have not had any response.
What kind of, was he on a surety bond or PR bond or what? Do you know?
I think he was on a PR bond.
Okay. Well, I believe we're just gonna, if he's not gonna present himself to court within 5 days, we'll just issue a warrant. Also, he is already showing as a fugitive.
Okay.
Yes, that's correct, Judge. And it is a PR bond.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Very well. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. May I be excused?
Yes, you may.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Stay safe.
You too.
You too.
Thank you.
All right. Judge, I don't know who this gentleman is. Darlene's iPhone.
Oh,
That's all I see.
Milton Perez.
I'm sorry?
Milton Perez. Milton Perez.
Milton Perez?
Yes.
Okay, his attorney is Scott McCrum. I think Scott had to get hold of him, and then Scott, because you didn't answer the docket. Do you
Right,
speak English,
right.
Mr. Contreras? Do you speak English?
No.
Or Perez, I mean, Mr. Perez? ¿Hablas inglés?
No.
No.
You want me to? You
Where's
want me to
Scott?
translate?
Es que estaba teniendo problemas para entrar a la aplicación.
Okay.
Por eso no he entrado. Apenas
Yeah,
ahorita
he was having trouble logging on earlier.
All right.
Okay, espera un momento.
Yeah, ask him to wait until his attorney signs back on. Maybe you could let Scott know that he's on.
Right.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you. Meanwhile, I'm trying to figure out my scanner thing.
Your scanner?
Yeah.
Stop.
I don't believe it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
It's
You gotta keep the faith. Keep the faith.
This is my career case.
So what?
This is my career case.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
This
gonna
is it, Claudio.
I'm gonna follow this baby all the way. Supreme Court.
Yes.
We're gonna change the world.
Let me call Scott. Pero él me dijo, me lo iba a mandar hoy.
Mm-mm.
Okay, Judge, they're letting Scott know that he's here now.
They're what now?
They're letting Scott know that his client
Oh,
is here
good.
now. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
May I make a suggestion, Judge?
Sure.
Since Judge Longoria has already approved and signed the paperwork, we could just put it on the record that he has done so and that you are presiding over the plea.
Well, I suppose. So annoyed that I can't. I've done this before, but it's been a while, and then you almost have to set it up all over again instead of it
I
just
know.
staying put. So annoying.
Don't make me say it again.
Complete setup.
I'm sorry to wear out your phrase, Nicole. It was so
I know.
it was apropos 5 or 6 crises ago. It continues to be the buzzword.
Face down. Okay, never mind. What's this?
A verbal announcement to the effect of you being presiding over judges' signatures and possibly a notation on the record, on the
This is me
jacket.
just being very stubborn because I want this to work because I went to a lot of trouble to get it set up so I could do it. I just am being a little bit stubborn for a few more minutes before I give up. So just give me a sec.
Con lo que necesitamos es primero movernos, y no que vamos a movernos aquí todo el día. Pues a ver si encuentras el otro pedazo. ¿Cuál otro pedazo? El que va abajo, que estábamos cargando, ¿te acuerdas?
Select scan to get started, which I did. Let's see. Okay, select scan. So, all right, add your contents to scanner, select scan.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, this is Mark Hazen. I've been trying to log in. I had logged in once and it kicked me off, and I barely got back on. My attorney is Nathan.
Fleming, he's on here. Nathan?
Yes, good morning.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. So we had reset for today to do a plea.
Okay.
I think we still need to, Nicole, you'll have to remind me. I don't believe we've done paperwork.
And it was set for a plea today?
I believe so.
No,
Okay.
I don't have you set for a plea today.
Okay.
Was it a recall or anything?
No,
I mean,
no, it
you're
wasn't.
on
It
the
wasn't.
docket, but it's.
It wasn't a recall. Can we do this then? Since it's a little late in the morning, Your Honor. We do have an agreement, but we do need to do paperwork, and I believe Mr. Hazen also has to get to work. Could we recall this for later in the week to actually do the plea? We can do paperwork
Well,
offline.
the thing is that no matter what day of the week we do it, the paperwork is kind of a pain. And so I'd like to make progress with getting that done, or he's going to be late to work, whichever day he decides to come in and do it. You know what I
Certainly.
mean? He's got to
Sure.
sign it, the clerks, it has to come to me, it has to get faxed back. Is there any way we can get at least started on it, or has the state put it together yet and gotten it to you, or have you conferred with the state to see?
I've conferred to the extent that I believe we have an agreement, but
Okay.
no paperwork has come across my desktop.
Oh, state, which DA are you working with?
I have to go back and look at my notes. I want to say it was Miss Pollard, but I
Okay.
could be mistaken.
All right, Ms. Pollard, are you working on the paperwork? What's your client's name again, counsel?
Hazen, Your Honor, Mark Hazen.
Hazen, Mark Hazen. It's a harassment case.
Let me check. I'm not working on that paperwork right now. I can get it done. I was trying to work on Mr. Robinson's client's paperwork. I don't know.
Okay, so the only reason I'm asking is they're requesting to come back later in the week, which is fine with me, but it's just like, so that we kind of get going on the paperwork. Otherwise he'll come back and it'll still take a long time. So just so you know, if you.
Okay. If he does want to come back later this week, I can definitely send out the paperwork this morning.
Okay. Does that work for you, Mr. Slimane?
It works for me, Your Honor.
Okay, and then you'll be able to get your client's signature and everything?
We're in contact with one another.
Okay.
So I think we should be able to do it all by email.
Okay, all right, then
Mr.
go ahead
Slimane.
and, what day do you want to come back?
Yes, Ms. Pollard?
I was just going to say, if you can send me your client's email address so that I can
Certainly.
put him on the paperwork. Thank you.
Certainly. I'll send it to you in chat.
What day do you want to come back?
Your Honor, let me see. I could say any day other than Thursday because I'll be out of county.
You want to do Friday?
Friday works great.
Friday's fine too. Okay.
Okay, Judge.
All right,
Miss
so-
Catherine, if we can add, you have Judge Her's email?
I do, yes.
You do? Okay, good. So we can add her onto the.
Will she be here all week?
All week.
Okay,
Mhm.
perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Mark, do me a favor. You can go ahead and log off. Just text me your email address.
Okay,
Okay, thank you.
thank you.
Okay, have a good day. Will you check with the clerk and see if it went through, Nicole?
Go.
Good morning, Your Honor. Anthony Bancroft, may I approach?
Yes.
Your Honor, I apologize for being delayed this morning from another court. I'm here on cause 659432, State of Texas versus Mr. Jeremy Hadash.
Okay. And what's happening on that case?
Your Honor, I would like to confer with the state on this one. I'm thinking we're moving in the right direction.
Okay, hold on just a second. Let me find him on my docket. All right, here he is. Okay, Nicole will put you in a breakout room. She's on the phone right now, though. So as soon as she gets off, we'll let her know you need to confer with the state. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
I apologize for being tardy.
It's okay. And your client is here, right? Didn't he? There he is. That's right.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. He announced present this morning and my delay.
Okay. Did they get it, or was it a bunch of blank sheets?
Not yet. They're still waiting, but I think it's just a little slow, Judge.
Okay.
Yeah. I told her to text me as soon as they get it.
Okay.
The person you want to reach is not currently available. To transfer to the operator, press 0 or.
Here comes Scott.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Milton's wife, and I just spoke with Scott, but he's on another Zoom.
I'm on now.
Okay.
Just wait, please.
Okay, so Scott, your client doesn't speak English.
Right.
Do you need an interpreter?
No, I speak Spanish.
Oh, I didn't know that. I'm sorry. Then I guess you don't. You're good to go. You want to get in a breakout room with the state, or what
Yes,
do you want to
please.
do?
That's what
You
I'd
do?
like to.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Siloy.
I'm gonna mute him for now. Okay, I text Melanie Judge to let her know that her client, the inmate, is here now. So. Let's see here.
Okay. Sounds good. Hi, Linda. This is Judge Herr. So I'm trying to scan something to you. I foresee two potential issues. One is I've scanned before and it said stick it in there face up and it's worked. But then when I had to look at the directions again because it wasn't just coming up and it said face down. So now I was confused. I did it face down. So one, if you ever get it, I'm worried it's a bunch of blank pages, in which case I'll flip it over and just send it again. But secondly, I wanted to be sure I sent it to the right email address because you haven't received it yet, right? Okay, so what's the preferred email address for me to send it to? Okay. Yeah, okay, so I did that. So so you haven't gotten it yet, right? Okay. All right, I'm going to try this time. I'm just going to try it face up and let's see what gets over there. Okay. All right. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Nicole, on this case, I never actually got the paperwork. It was never sent to me. You're on mute.
Ms. Catherine,
Yes.
do you guys know about that paperwork?
Which case is this?
This was the inmate that was ordered last week.
The case number?
That is 665813. I think that may have been Caitlin.
Okay, let me check if I did it. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna give up on that scanning thing.
Okay, Judge.
Your Honor.
Figured out at lunchtime or something.
That.
But now I was just realizing though that I did not, did she, there, Judge Longoria had not signed it or anything. You remember how they were saying? No,
Uh-oh, okay. I understood that everything was signed.
Yeah, so where does that leave us then? Because then I went through and I signed everything because there was no judge's signature on it.
Right.
So if I do it now and I can't quite, you know what, I'll just figure out the scanner over the lunch hour. And then after we're done, I'll scan it all back to you. I mean,
okay.
Is that good? Okay.
Yeah, we'll figure it out, Judge.
Okay.
Hey, Caitlin.
Judge Scott McCrum, just a reminder, I'm in breakout room 1 waiting on a prosecutor.
Okay, do we have one available for Scott or is he on a waiting list?
Oh, no, I put him in there, Judge.
Okay, I can convert. I'll hop in there.
Thank you.
Okay, go back in there, Scott.
And Your Honor?
Yes.
I just conferred with Mr. Bancroft on, let me see, on 659432.
Okay.
Jeremy Hadash
Okay.
It's a red file and the state is reviewing that. Can we get a 60-day reset on that?
Yes, that's fine.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Your Honor, may my client and I be dismissed?
Yes.
Thank you, Judge. You have a wonderful day.
You too.
All right, thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Okay, are we ready to take up that plea then?
No, Judge, I don't think, the attorney has not received the paperwork. Ms. Caitlin?
Yes, I guess another DA offered the JSAT, and we didn't know about it. I can send the paperwork, but we don't have, I can send the paperwork right now.
Caitlin, do y'all know how to send something on Adobe Sign? Because, or how do you get it to the attorney? Do you send it to him for signature on Adobe Sign, or how do you do it?
Yes, ma'am. We send all of our paperwork via Adobe Sign.
Okay, well, do you think you can send it to me via Adobe Sign?
Yes, ma'am. I don't know what the Castillo one, but everything else will be sent via Adobe Sign to you. I think the issue with the Castillo one is he didn't have an email, so we couldn't email him the paperwork. That's why if it can be sent to me, I can make sure it's sent to you via Adobe Sign.
Okay, can we try that, Nicole, and see that?
Yeah, have the clerk send it to me and I can send it to Judge.
Okay.
Okay.
Great, thank you.
All right.
You're welcome.
And then for Caitlin, for Melanie's clients, you're gonna send the paperwork over to the judge?
Oh, yes.
Or you send it to her first?
Yes, I just need Melanie's email address.
Okay.
All right, let me send it to you. And you're right. It's because I had felony court for him and they offered that case and they told me they were going to go ahead and put it in the notes for you. So when I set up the plea, I didn't realize I didn't add you guys in that email thread, but I just sent it over to you. So
right. I will send it right now.
Perfect. Oh, I just chatted you, just so you know.
Thank you.
Hey, Nicole.
Yes.
When someone's applying to DWI court, do they let you know or do they let County Court 1 coordinators know? I don't know who handled that.
That's a good question. I haven't had that happen yet, but I can find out. Who is it for?
It's John Robinson.
John Robinson. Okay, I can figure that out this afternoon.
Okay.
Yeah, unless let me call down to 1 real quick and find out. Let me call over there.
Judge, can I approach on mine, Scott McCrum?
Yes.
On Milton Perez. We
Okay.
we conferred. Mr. Perez has he's got a felony pending and also immigration issues that that I'm working on how I can resolve this. So if I could get a reset on these, the felony is set September 1st.
Okay. Do you want 30 days or do you want to set when the felony is set?
No, 30 days if you don't mind.
Okay, that's fine. Okay,
Thank you, Judge.
you're welcome.
You'll let Mr. Perez know to log off.
Mr. Bettis,
That's him on Darlene's phone.
it just went, hold on, I don't see him anymore. Oh, I don't see him. I just see a square that says Darlene's phone.
I'll
There he
text him.
is.
Okay.
Okay,
Milton.
do you know what his reset date is, Nicole?
Who is that on? Milton
Milton Bettis and his 30-day reset.
A 30-day reset would be on September 29.
You want me to tell him, Judge?
Yes, please.
Okay. Milton, ¿me escuchas?
Sí.
Ya acabamos por hoy. Vamos a regresar en el 29 de septiembre y después tú y yo hablo en el teléfono, ¿ok?
Vaya, pues, está bien, gracias.
Ya acabamos, ok. Hasta luego. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
Okay, and then John Robinson.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I spoke with County Court 1. There is a order of referral that Patty has, and that needs to be signed by our judge and then sent over to County Court 1. So I can look into that this afternoon because it would have to be signed by a judge, and I gotta figure out where Patty has that form anyway.
Okay, and Your Honor, to inform you on what happened, I was originally assigned to one of Mr. Munoz's cases, and unbeknownst to me, he caught a second DWI after I was assigned. So we were ready to plead today on the one known DWI, but after finding out he now has two, the prosecutor and I had conferred and thought it might be best to at least attempt to see if we can get him moved into DWI court.
Okay, sounds good.
Alrighty, so for the
Okay.
remainder, I suppose a reset is in order.
Yeah. 30 days.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. May I be
You're
excused?
welcome. Yes, you may.
All right, thank you. Have a nice day.
You too.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Can I jump in on real quick off the record for Nicole?
Yes.
Hey, so I've got a case. So the case I had in the docket this morning, we agreed to reset it because the prosecutor is going to look into the unlawful carrying of a weapon, possession of marijuana case.
Okay.
Exact same situation on the docket tomorrow. I've conferred with Caitlin on it. We'd also ask for the reset. The exact same situation, we're just waiting on the prosecutor to determine how they're going to handle those cases. So we just ask that that one also be reset.
Who's the client?
Joe Isaac Yanis, case number 665961.
Who's conferring with you on those cases?
Caitlin Morgan, Your Honor. I just did a little chat with her on the side.
And do they need a full 30 days to figure that out?
I don't know, Judge. It's really a policy decision because the way the UCW is written, it's both cases are he's carrying a weapon legally, except for that he's committing an offense is not a Class C misdemeanor, specific possession of marijuana, both cases. And since they're not prosecuting possession of marijuana cases, the question is then therefore the gun would be legal. So that's kind of a general policy decision to make. Plus constitutional carry is changing on September 1st. All of that. I know your eyebrows just did something. I don't know if that's good, but the UCW laws are changing on September 1st. So I'm not sure if they're going to change everything, but I've requested from County Court 5 in both cases the charging instrument on both. I haven't received it yet, so we're going to need that.
Okay.
So if I could just put both of those in the exact same place.
All right, that's fine. That's granted.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Nicole, you can just get back to me on a day. I just need to let my client know that he's excused and I can be at my other 4 courts tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I'll send you the reset for both of those today, okay?
I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And hey, Caitlin, thank you for conferring with me off docket.
Oh, you're welcome.
As long as I'm in front of Melanie Lyra, all good. No big deal.
On that Castillo case that we're waiting on, I have that the defendant has signed it already. You were waiting on just the attorney to sign it. Oh, I see that Flavio signed the discovery acknowledgement.
Right, Judge. I think everybody signed.
Yes, I have already signed by Adobe sign.
So we're just, so,
We're not waiting on anything that I know of.
well, what the state sounded like they thought we were waiting on something.
When you asked about that plea, you were not specific to David Castillo's plea, and Caitlin responded to a different plea that was.
Oh, well then are we ready to do David Castillo? That was my question earlier.
Yes.
Right.
Everybody's ready?
I think so, Judge.
Okay. All right, the court will take up cause number 629393, the state of Texas versus David James Castillo. Can I have the attorneys identify themselves for the record, please?
Caitlin Morgan for the state, Your Honor.
Flavia Hernandez, defense.
Mr. Castillo, can you hear the proceedings?
Yes, you are.
Is he in the courtroom or where is he?
Courtroom.
I'm here in the courtroom.
Okay, very good. Thank you. All right, so Mr. Castillo, you're charged with the offense of evading arrest or detention. Do you understand that that's what you're charged with?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. This offense is a Class A misdemeanor for which you can receive up to a $4,000 fine and up to 1 year in the Bexar County Jail. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
You have several rights. You have the right to a jury trial. You have the right to require the state to bring their witnesses in and prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to have your attorney cross-examine those witnesses. And you have the right against self-incrimination, which means that no one can force you to testify against yourself. Do you understand those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
They are contained in the court's admonishments. Did your attorney go over this paperwork with you?
Yes.
And did he explain your rights to you?
Yes, ma'am. You did.
And did you understand them?
Yes.
And did you sign the paperwork?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you understand that when you signed the paperwork that the effect of your signature was that you were giving up the rights that I just went over with you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And is that what you want to do?
Yes.
Then I'll approve the waiver and order it entered into the record of the cause. Attached to the court's admonishments is the plea bargain page. It indicates that you have entered into a plea agreement with the state. I need you to know, first of all, that the court does not have to follow the agreement, but if the court chooses not to, then you can withdraw your plea, start all over, and nothing that you've done so far can be used against you. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Also, if the court does follow the agreement, then you will not have the right to appeal except for any pretrial matters that have been ruled on by the court. And counsel, were there any rulings on any pretrial motions?
No, Your Honor.
All right, so that means that if the court does follow the agreement, you will not have the right to appeal unless the court gives permission. And generally, the court will not give permission. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right. State, would you mind setting out for me, please, what the terms of the plea agreement are?
Yes, Your Honor. It is a $300 fine, court costs, 12 months deferred adjudication, 60 hours community service.
All right.
Regular UAs.
Okay.
The dope class. And for a defendant to get his GED.
Okay.
And to TIC 629394.
Okay.
And TIC 629407.
All right. Thank you. Mr. Castillo, is that your understanding of the plea agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
And counsel, is that your understanding as well?
Yes, Your Honor. However, I will make a request at the
Okay,
appropriate time.
we'll get to that in just a second. All right. If you were not a citizen of the United States, by entering a plea of guilty or no contest, it could result in deportation, exclusion from admission to this country, or denial of naturalization under federal law. Have those immigration consequences been explained to you by your attorney?
Yes.
All right. Since you're applying for deferred adjudication, there are a couple of things that you need to understand about deferred. First of all, if the court grants it, then you are placed on community supervision without being found guilty of the offense. If you comply with all the conditions of your deferred and you don't pick up any new offenses while you're on deferred adjudication, then at the end of the supervisory period, you would not show a conviction for the offense. So that is the benefit of deferred. The downside of deferred adjudication is that if the court grants it, but then you fail to comply with your conditions, or if you commit new offenses while you're on deferred adjudication, at that point, the state could file a motion to enter an adjudication of guilt. You would be brought back to court. You would be entitled to a hearing. If the court were to find that you had violated your conditions or that you had committed new offenses while you were on deferred, the court could at that time enter a finding of guilt on this case. You would then become subject to the full range of punishment, Since it's a Class A misdemeanor, you could receive up to a $4,000 fine and up to 1 year in the Bexar County Jail. Do you understand how that works?
Yes, ma'am.
Understanding that, then, do you still wish to apply for deferred adjudication?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to consult with you and assist you in his defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
And in your opinion, does he have a factual as well as rational understanding of the charge and the proceedings against him?
Yes, Your Honor.
In your opinion, is he mentally competent to waive his rights and to enter a plea at this time?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. In that case, Mr. Castillo, to the charge of evading arrest or detention, how do you plead?
No contest.
Have you been promised anything other than the terms of the plea agreement to get you to enter your no contest plea?
No, sir. No, ma'am.
Have you been threatened or coerced in any way to get you to enter your plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading no contest because after conferring with your attorney, you've decided that it's in your best interest to do so?
Yes, ma'am.
Then I'll accept the no contest plea. And based on your no contest plea, I'm going to find that the evidence is sufficient. I'm not going to make any other findings at this time. Are both sides ready to proceed to sentencing?
Yes, Your
Yes,
Honor.
Your Honor.
All right. I'll follow the
Judge,
plea agreement.
I'm sorry,
Yes.
and the supervision fees, did you get that?
Oh, okay. What are they normally set at? What's the minimum?
$25.
I'm sorry?
Miss Luna, do you know?
Yes. I'm sorry. May I speak?
Yes.
Okay.
Judge Longoria gave $25 supervisory fee to another defendant last Friday, stating that it was the minimum.
Okay, thank you.
Therefore, with confidence, I say the minimum is $25.
That's
All
correct,
right.
Judge.
And I do request the minimum, as well as I'm asking the court to probate the $300 fine.
Okay, we're just totally, I know, a little bit ahead, but let me just start with, I'm just now proceeding to sentencing. And what I'm saying is that I'm going to follow the plea agreement of the, between the parties and assess punishment at a $300 fine plus court costs. I'm going to place you on 12 months deferred adjudication. I'm going to order 60 hours of community service. You will be subject to regular UAs. I want you to take the dope class, get your GED. I'm going to take into consideration cause numbers 639394 and 629407. And then you were going to ask then for the minimum supervisory fees, Mr. Hernandez?
Well, yes, ma'am, but that and to probate the $300 fine, but I have a more concern about the GED requirement than anything else, Mr.
And why is that?
Well, it's a very, it's a rather embarrassing details to give, but I think in his behalf, I will say that he is about 20 years old. He lives with his mother. He has a 9th grade education. He has trouble making court appointments. He is unemployed. He did have a job interview last Friday, for which he decided to leave the courtroom to go make his interview, which is why we're back again on Monday. I think putting a GED requirement is going to be too much for him, Your Honor. It's a whole issue all by itself. Here, dealing with the criminal charge, I think we've got a satisfactory plea bargain without it. And I think to put that as far as part of a criminal proceeding, I think it's just going to set him up for a failure. He obviously needs, if he wants a GED, enormous counseling, enormous hands-on, if he's even capable, which I'm not sure he'll be capable of acquiring a GED, regardless of the amount of assistance he gets.
All right, I'm going to assess the supervisory fees at $25 a month. I'm going to probate the fine for as long as he complies with the conditions of his deferred. So, Mr. Castillo, you won't have to pay the fine as long as you're doing everything else that the court has ordered you to do as conditions of your deferred adjudication. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
So where were you trying to get a job?
It was with it was a place down the street from where I live.
Well, what kind of work was it?
It's fast food place.
A what?
It's a fast food place.
Oh, a fast food place? Okay, so did you get the job?
They said that they will call me back.
Okay, so do you understand how it gets a little easier to find a job once you have a high school or a GED?
Yes.
And do you think that you are for some reason not capable of getting a GED?
I am capable of it.
Well, I would think so. Are you unwilling to work towards getting your GED?
I have a lot to deal with right now, so no.
Is the lot to deal with having to do with the fact that you are now on deferred adjudication and there's things that you have to get done, or is there something else going on?
No, other personal issues that I need to get done.
So when do you think you'll be ready to address the issue of getting a GED?
I don't know. I don't know. Whenever I have an opportunity.
Well, that might never happen unless you make it a priority, right? Just trying to see if you've got any kind of plan for yourself. Did you say you're 20 or 21?
I'm 19.
Okay.
Just
so what's your plan? Right? I mean, you're now trying to get a job. What were you doing before that? Like 2 weeks ago, were you trying to get a job then?
I actually do side hustles. I sell my drawings and shirts actually.
Okay. So I don't know. Seems like you could get something going, like you could get your GED, study art, whatever, right?
I have something going.
Your Honor, he does not know his own address.
What's your address, Mr. Castillo?
Bronco Apartments, Bronco Lane, apartment 22, 78227.
Okay. Anyway, you'd have to give all that information. Your probation officer is going to need to know, how to get hold of you and where you live and things like that. Okay. And I don't have the benefit of the police report with regard to the evading, although I wouldn't mind knowing what the facts of that case were. But nonetheless, do you think you've learned from that case that if the police want to question you, that it is ill-advised to run away? I mean, then look, so that's what got you here, right? But for that, you wouldn't even be in court, right? Yeah, I don't know. Okay, you know what? Let's just go ahead and do those, make those UAs, weekly random UAs for 1 month. And then if there's no issues with regard to that, then he can just go to regular UAs. If there are issues with regard to that, then I'm going to want him to get a TAP evaluation and follow the recommendations. All right. Anything further from either side? I'm not going to order the GED because I think you're right, Mr. Hernandez, that it might be setting him up for failure. I'm not trying to do that. Although, Mr. Castillo, I am urging you to think about what you want to do with your life, okay? And I don't know what your issues are, but it kind of feels like you've got some, but it's time to deal with them. All right, anything further from either side?
No.
Okay, very good.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Mr. Castillo, does he need to speak with probation? Because he was about to leave the court.
Well, I would think so.
Mr. Castillo, don't leave. The probation people will talk to you right now. Thank you, sir. Good luck. Get a GED.
He needs to come back to the camera.
Yeah, he's.
I gotta put you in a room.
Thank you, Judge. I think that was.
You're welcome.
That was considerate of you.
Okay.
Working, this is Tom Beck.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Mr. Beck,
Yes, Judge.
what is happening on your case with Adrian Pena?
For a plea, Judge. A plea?
I didn't hear you.
Man, can you hear me now?
Yes.
We're here for a plea.
Oh, you are? Okay. And your client's here, Mr. Pena?
Here, Judge.
Okay. Where are we on the paperwork?
Your Honor, I don't believe the state and we have come to an agreement on a plea offer.
Oh. Do y'all want to get in a breakout room then?
I thought
Yes.
we were going to do the paperwork. Mr. Pena, didn't we already do the paperwork?
Yeah, I received the email about a week ago and I had replied to it with my signatures.
I mean, we did sign and everything.
Okay, let me just double check real quick.
Okay.
Or does the clerk have the paperwork? Or? This whole morning's going terrible, Judge.
Oh, I'm sorry. And why is that?
Audio was messing up at county court.
Oh,
Better now.
technology.
Well, not just, I mean,
I know I'm having technical issues today. That makes everything a bit more difficult.
it's maybe I shouldn't be doing these misdemeanor cases. It just is too bogged down.
Oh, do you have a lot of other stuff today too?
Well, I would like to do this case. I don't know. I'm just shocked that, I mean, we did the plea papers.
Who is your client again?
Adrian Pena, but it,
Yes, Your Honor, it's my fault. I misspoke. The plea paperwork has been, I believe the plea paperwork had been done. Miss Reed sent it out. It looks like.
Did I have it already?
No, it looks like we're still waiting on the signature from Miss Beck, right? Sorry, I'll let Catherine.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up right now on my Adobe sign to see where the signature is needed.
And I'm sorry, tell me what the defendant's name is again.
Adrian Pena.
Okay. Also, I did get the paperwork on a plea on Marcos Antonio Martinez.
Yes, Judge, that is.
You know, they asked me to, before it'll let me send the document on, they're asking me if the defendant is a US citizen or not. I actually don't have that information before me.
He is a US citizen, Judge.
He is?
Yes.
Okay.
And Mr. Beck,
yes,
it looks like you did sign the plea paperwork, both you and your client, but the second document, the plea agreement, has not been signed yet. I can send you a reminder.
I didn't.
And that should send it to the top of your.
I didn't get it.
Okay, I'll send you a reminder.
You mean you're going to send it to me again? So
yes.
Does my client, are we going to do this today or what? I hope so.
We should be able to.
Okay, and he has to sign that, right? Yeah, that's right. This is one of those courts where you got to sign a additional document. Everyone else just reads the agreement. But I never got it. Is it coming to my email first and then go to Adrian? He's in the court, right?
Mr. Beck, I can't really hear you. Your audio is going in and out, but yes, the plea agreement is going to go to you first and then automatically to your client.
Okay, we'll give that a try. Maybe I should just give up today.
Typical Monday.
Well, it's more than that, Judge.
Well,
I wish it were a typical Monday.
I think once they email it to you, it should be okay. You could sign it and we could, if you want to get it done, you can, or you want to come back tomorrow and do it. I can't hear you.
Now, Judge, I would love to get this done because I don't have to say that much. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to log off to sign the and
Okay.
maybe not, but I don't know what the deal is. But believe me, I would like to do it today because this court is very difficult.
Okay. And on that other plea I'm talking about, I only got one portion of the paperwork sent to me on Adobe Sign. Caitlin sent it. I've signed it and returned it. It was the plea agreement form, but not the admonishments or whatever you call the other packet.
Her daughter's.
Oh, it looks like I'm waiting on Miss Lira's signature on the plea paperwork.
Okay.
No, you sent me two different ones. The first one you sent had probation and didn't have an option to not include it, so I couldn't send it. So then I got a second email.
Yes,
and
so
then
I
I
sent
haven't received anything else.
So I sent the other plea paperwork. It doesn't have the probation on it. I'll set
Okay.
a reminder.
Let me check.
Okay.
I understand our status right now is that there's nothing ready. I'm just waiting on different things, right? Okay.
Okay, I got it and sent over. Marcos, can you check that email one more time? You should have one. And we discussed that you didn't sign it.
Mr. Pena.
Yes, sir.
Paperwork has been sent to you.
Okay, I'll do it right now.
I'm going to buy a new microphone, but I think I can make it through the plea judge.
Okay.
I don't know what's wrong with it.
The only thing I can tell is your volume just fluctuates so drastically.
I don't know what that is. Hopefully buying a new microphone will take care of that.
Marcos, can you just let me know when you have that done, little thumbs up or something?
Did you sign that?
I haven't received an email yet.
That's strange. Mr. Pinion, you should have it now.
Yeah. I just have to sign it right now, sir.
Thank you very much.
Oh, geez.
Alrighty, I went ahead and signed and sent it.
Appreciate it.
You should be next to receive it, Judge.
Okay. I think I've signed everything on Martinez, so I'm just waiting for the signed documents to come back. Oh.
Judge, did you say that you signed them already?
I signed everything on Martinez, and then I think I've got something here on Adrian Bettis that I've already signed. Hold on, let me make sure. Yeah, it says Adrian Bettis plea paperwork. I signed that. But isn't there like another section that comes, not
There's
just?
two, yes, Judge. There's also the plea agreement, but that should be on its way to you right now as well. I think the defendant just
Okay.
signed it.
Okay. But I have done everything for Martinez now. That's what I was saying. Are they ready on that one? Is everyone ready on Martinez?
Yes, Your Honor. State's ready for Martinez.
Okay.
We have 1.8 million firecrackers. You heard that right. 1 million.
Is it with is that Martinez one with the clerk of the court right now?
Yes, Your Honor. It's waiting on the clerk's signature.
Okay. I'll be right back, Nicole.
All right, guys, the clerks already have everything, okay?
Okay, Nicole, then we're ready to go on that whenever Judge gets back.
Okay.
On Mr. Adrian Pena, is he a citizen?
Were you unmuted? Are you a citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Oh, for goodness sake. Okay, I think I have everything I need to get that Martinez plea done. Is everybody there
Yes, Judge.
for Martinez? All right,
Yes, Your Honor.
thank you. All right. Okay, we're going to take up County Court Case 665813, the State of Texas versus Marcos Antonio Martinez. Can I have the attorneys identify themselves for the record, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Caitlin Morgan for the state.
Melanie Lira for defense.
Thank you. Mr. Martinez, can you hear the proceedings?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. All right, the first thing I have in front of me is the state's consent to video conference, to proceeding via video conference. And then there's also the defendant's consent to video conference. That tells me that all the parties are in agreement to doing this on Zoom. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Attorneys?
Yes, Judge.
All right. Secondly, let's see, there's a discovery acknowledgement. So counsel, you believe you've received all the discovery that you've requested and are entitled to?
Yes, Judge.
All right, thank you. Okay, Mr. Martinez, you stand charged by way of information with the offense of theft, 100 to 750. Do you understand that that's what you're charged with?
Yes, ma'am.
This offense is a Class B misdemeanor for which one can receive a fine of up to $2,000 and up to 180 days in the Bexar County Jail. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
You have several rights. You have the right to a jury trial. You have the right to require the state to bring their witnesses in and prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to have your attorney cross-examine those witnesses, and you have the right against self-incrimination, which means that no one can force you to testify against yourself. Do you understand those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
They were contained in the court's admonishments. Did your attorney go over the paperwork with you?
Yes, ma'am.
And did she explain your rights to you?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you understand them?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you in fact sign the paperwork?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that when you signed the paperwork that the effect of your signature was that you were giving up the rights that I've just gone over with you?
Yes, ma'am.
And is that what you want to do?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, then I'll approve the waiver and order it entered into the record of the cause. Attached to the court's admonishments is the plea bargain page and indicates that you have entered into a plea agreement with the state. I need you to know, first of all, that the court does not have to follow the agreement, but if the court chooses not to, then you can withdraw your plea, start all over, and nothing that you've done so far can be used against you. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Also, if the court does follow the agreement, then you will not have the right to appeal, except for any pretrial matters that have been ruled on by the court. And counsel, were there any rulings on any pretrial motions?
No, Judge.
So that means if the court follows the agreement, you will not have the right to appeal unless the court gives permission, but generally the court will not give permission. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. State, would you mind setting out what the terms of the plea agreement are, please?
Yes, Your Honor. A $0 fine, court costs 33 days, Bexar County Jail, credit for time served, time and money to run concurrent, and we ask that it satisfy the judgment.
All right. Mr. Martinez, is that your understanding of the agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, is that your understanding?
Yes, Judge.
All right. If you were not a citizen of the United States, by entering a plea of guilty or no contest, it could result in deportation, exclusion from admission to this country, or denial of naturalization under federal law. Have those immigration consequences been explained to you by your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Counsel, has your client been able to consult with you and assist you in his defense?
He has, Judge.
In your opinion, does he have a factual as well as rational understanding of the charge and the proceedings against him?
He does.
In your opinion, is he mentally competent to waive his rights and to enter a plea at this time?
He is.
All right. Let's see here. In that case, Mr. Martinez, to the charge of theft 100 to 750, how do you plead?
No contest.
Have you been promised anything other than the terms of the plea agreement to get you to enter your no contest plea?
No, ma'am.
Have you been threatened or coerced in any way to get you to enter your plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading no contest because after conferring with your attorney, you've decided that it's in your best interest to do so?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, then I'll accept the no contest plea. Based on your plea, I'm going to find that the evidence is sufficient. Are both sides ready to proceed to sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. I'm going to follow the plea agreement that you've entered into with the state and assess punishment at a 0 fine plus court costs, 33 days in the Bear County Jail. Time and money to run concurrent. You'll be given credit for time served and the judgment will be satisfied. Is there anything further from either side?
No, Your Honor.
From the state.
All right, very well.
Thank you, Judge. May I be excused?
Yes, you may.
Thank you.
Good luck, Mr. Martinez.
Hey, come back. Have a lot.
I think I'm still waiting on a portion of the paperwork on Pena. I only have one part of it.
What are you waiting on, Judge?
Adrian.
The plea agreement?
Yeah.
Benya, did you sign that one?
We both signed it. Yes.
I mean, what I mean is, I think, well, actually, and I'm trying to remember if I signed it and it just hasn't come back from the clerk, or maybe I haven't.
Judge, it looks like you've signed both the plea agreement and the plea paperwork. The agreement's just waiting on the clerk.
Okay. I think it just arrived.
She sent it.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, I do believe we could get started if everyone is ready.
How's my volume, Judge?
Are you ready to go if we get started on this, on Adrian Pena?
Ready, Judge, can you hear me?
I can hear you now. And State, are you ready?
Caitlin's on mute.
Oh, she is?
Yeah, she's right there. Oh, Catherine Reed is on mute. She's on the phone.
Okay.
All right. Not sure who's doing it, Judge.
My apologies, Judge. I was on the phone.
That's okay.
I'm ready on this.
Okay, we're doing Adrian Pena. You ready?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. All right. The court will take up cause number 657553, the state of Texas versus Adrian Jordan Pena. Can I have the attorneys identify themselves for the record, please?
Catherine Pollard for the state.
Tom Beck for defendant.
Okay, thank you. And Mr. Pena, can you hear the proceedings?
Yes, ma'am, I can.
Okay, very good. Okay, the first thing in front of me is the state and defense's consent to video conference. So all parties are in agreement with proceeding on Zoom. Is that correct?
Correct.
Yes, Judge.
Thank you. Also, I have a signed discovery acknowledgement. So counsel, that means that you've received all the discovery you requested and were entitled to. Is that correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
Okay. Could you all just hold on just a second, please? Yes. Okay. Just if you'll just put it on that table right there on your way out, that would be fine. Thank you.
One more thing. I'm gonna close the gate on my way out.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. Sorry. Okay. All right. Now, Mr. Pena. Let's see.
Yes, ma'am.
You stand charged with the offense of indecent exposure. You understand that that's what you're charged with?
Yes, ma'am.
This offense is a Class B misdemeanor. The range of punishment is a fine of up to $2,000 and up to 180 days in the Bexar County Jail. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
You have several rights. You have the right to a jury trial. You have the right to require the state to bring their witnesses in and prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to have your attorney cross-examine those witnesses, and you have the right against self-incrimination, which means that no one can force you to testify against yourself. Do you understand those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
They are contained in the court's admonishments. Did your attorney go over the paperwork with you?
Yes, ma'am.
And did he explain your rights to you?
Yes, ma'am, he did.
And did you understand them?
Yes, I did. Yes, ma'am.
And did you sign the paperwork?
Yeah, I believe so. I did. Yes, ma'am.
And when you signed the paperwork, did you understand that you were giving up the rights that I just went over with you?
Yes, ma'am.
And is that what you want to do?
Yes, ma'am.
Then I'll approve the waiver and order it entered into the record of the cause. Attached to the court's admonishments is the plea bargain page, and it indicates that you did enter into a plea agreement with the state. I need you to know, first of all, that the court does not have to follow the agreement, but if the court chooses not to, then you can withdraw your plea, start all over, and nothing that you've done so far can be used against you. Do you understand that?
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Also, if the court does follow the agreement, then you will not have the right to appeal except for any pretrial matters that have been ruled on by the court. And counsel, were there any rulings on any pretrial motions?
No, Your Honor.
So that means if the court follows the agreement, you will not have the right to appeal unless the court gives permission, and generally the court will not give permission. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. State, would you mind setting out what the terms of the plea agreement are, please?
Yes, Judge. The agreement in this case is a $0 fine, just court costs, 6 months deferred adjudication, 24 community service hours, and the AIDS awareness course.
All right. Mr. Pena, was that your understanding of the plea agreement?
Yes, ma'am, it was.
And counsel, was that your understanding?
Yes,
All right. Mr. Pena, if you were not a citizen of the United States, by entering a plea of guilty or no contest, it could result in deportation, exclusion from admission to this country, or denial of naturalization under federal law. Have those immigration consequences been explained to you by your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Since you're applying for deferred adjudication, there are a couple of things that you need to understand about deferred. First of all, if the court grants it, then you're placed on community supervision without being found guilty of the offense. If you comply with all the conditions of your deferred and you don't pick up any new offenses while you're on deferred adjudication, then at the end of the supervisory period, you would not show a conviction for the offense. So that is the benefit of deferred. The downside of deferred adjudication is that if the court grants it, but then you fail to comply with your conditions, or if you commit new offenses while you're on deferred adjudication, at that point, the state could file a motion to enter an adjudication of guilt. You would be brought back to court. You would be entitled to a hearing. If the court were to find that you had violated your conditions or that you had committed new offenses while you were on deferred adjudication, the court could at that time enter a finding of guilt on this case. You would then become subject to the full range of punishment, which means that you could receive up to 6 months in the Bexar County Jail and up to a $2,000 fine. Do you understand how that works?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Understanding that then, do you still wish to apply for deferred adjudication?
Yes, ma'am, I would like to.
All right. Counsel, has your client been able to consult with you and assist you in his defense?
Yes, Judge.
In your opinion, does he have a factual as well as rational understanding of the charge and the proceedings against him?
He does.
In your opinion, is he mentally competent to waive his rights and to enter a plea at this time?
He is. He is.
All right. Thank you. In that case, Mr. Pena, to the charge of indecent exposure, how do you plead?
No contest.
Have you been promised anything other than the terms of the plea agreement to get you to enter your no contest plea?
No, ma'am.
Have you been threatened or coerced in any way to get you to enter your plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading no contest because after conferring with your attorney, you've decided that it's in your best interest to do so?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, then I'll accept the no contest plea. And based on your plea, I'm going to find that the evidence is sufficient. Are both sides prepared to proceed to sentencing now?
Yes, Judge.
Yes, Judge.
All right. I will follow the plea agreement that you have entered into with the state and assess punishment at a 0 fine plus court costs. I'm going to place you on 6 months deferred adjudication, set the supervisory fee at $25, 24 hours of community service, and an AIDS awareness class, or is it more than one class? Anyway, it's the AIDS awareness program. All right. Is there anything further from either side?
Nothing further from the state, Judge.
Judge, is there something about he has to get his fingerprint or was?
Well, I think generally they might need to get a print. I don't know if it's on the deferred documents. Is the probation officer here?
I am, Your Honor.
Okay. Is there, or maybe it's the bailiff who needs a print. I don't know. That's not in my area. So who can answer that question?
About the fingerprints?
Yes.
Well, the judge orders for them to get the fingerprints within 7 days. So you would have to go to the courthouse to get that. Yes, you would have to get that. But just go to the clerks and just let them know and they'll.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I wasn't coming from Exxon.
How does he report?
It's the other way.
So whoever's, we're in the middle of something here yet. So if it's not your business, please mute your mic. Okay, so apparently they need is it the clerk that needs a print or who needs the print?
Oh, well, they go to the judge's chambers, Your Honor. So they go to the clerk's office and the clerk takes care of the fingerprint for him.
The clerk of the court?
Yes.
Okay. So he just needs to come to the clerk of the court within the next 7 days to get printed.
Correct.
They
Yes.
would
Judge.
do it right now if everything was happening in court, but your client's at home, right? He's not in the courtroom, is he? Okay. So, Mr. Pena, do you understand that?
I didn't quite hear.
Okay, so they need to get your print. So within the next 5 days, can you go by County Court 5 and go to the clerk of the court? That's around back and they'll get your
Yeah, I can
print.
go to.
Okay,
I can go tomorrow, so I just need to go to the main courthouse.
well,
County Court 5, County Court 5. The new courthouse.
5. So I don't know what you mean by main courthouse now, because there's the old courthouse, there's the Frank Tejeda building, then there's what we call the Bear County Justice Center. But they're all right next to each other. So you walk in through, isn't it called, what's it called? That building as you walk in?
The new one.
The Justice Center, Your Honor.
Okay, just Bear County Justice Center. Walk in there and keep going to the second building. And I don't know what floor they're on.
It's on
Are you
the
on the
fourth
second?
floor.
Where?
On the 4th floor, Your Honor. 4th
Thank
floor, County Court 5, Judge Longoria's court.
Okay.
And Judge, does he talk to probation now?
That would be great. Why don't you go in a breakout room with the PO and get all that information that you need?
Okay,
Hmm?
I put them in a breakout. Adrian, did you get the notification for the breakout room? Nope, I think it's frozen.
There's a delay too. I've noticed, even while doing the plea, there's a delay.
Yeah.
Looks like you got it right. He's gone now.
Yeah, I think you got it.
Okay, good.
Do you have to have a fingerprint on a
What was that?
Do you have to give a fingerprint on a deferred?
I'm not sure. Let me ask the girls.
Yes,
I'm pretty sure they
Judge
know.
Longoria always requires
Right?
it on straight probation and deferred.
Okay, that's what I thought.
He's the only one that does that.
Who else do we have after this gentleman?
Thank you so much, Judge.
You're welcome. You have a good day.
I get better. I was getting.
You just need to get a new mic.
I'm getting on Amazon right now in order. I already.
Okay.
Yeah, we're doing
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so this woman, oh, where did she go?
Who is it?
I have no idea. It says Galaxy.
Oh yeah, I see her.
Ma'am?
Galaxy A01. But I don't know if she's on mute. She's not saying anything.
What is your name, ma'am? Purple shirt.
Christy Gonzalez.
Christy Gonzalez.
Yes, ma'am. Christy Jean Gonzalez. It was for misdemeanor criminal trespass.
Nicole, it's at the bottom of page 5 of the docket.
Page 5?
Yeah, Brenda Levinston was her attorney.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Your attorney emailed me this morning that she was attending a funeral. So I went ahead and reset your case.
Okay.
Okay, so you have to come
Okay.
back on September 29. It's frozen.
September 29
Yes.
at 9.
Yes.
Sorry, you're breaking up.
September 29. Okay.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You may be excused.
I got that part though. September 29.
29, yes,
Okay,
and you may
thank
go ahead
you.
and go. You're welcome.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right.
Anyone
So-
else?
I don't think so.
Nothing else?
Just this afternoon, Judge.
Okay, 1:30?
We have 1:30, we have another plea, and then one at 2:00.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Nicole, what are the case numbers on those pleas, just so we can try to make sure that paperwork's done beforehand?
Please, that would be great.
Yeah, for the first one, I have 651-063. That's for Angela Blake's client, Fernando Duran.
I sent the paperwork, and we're just waiting on the defendant to sign that paperwork. So I will email the defense attorney to ask if she can get.
If they can, yeah, if they can have that.
Yes.
And then the other one at 2:00, that one is 654-069. For Sequoia Thomas.
Oh, Nicole, I sent the paperwork on that as well, and that's all signed except for one. So I will email the defense attorney right now.
All right, perfect.
Okay.
Other than that, I think that's it, guys.
All right. Then see you guys at 1:30.
Okay, see you then.
All right, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Good job, Nicole.
Thank you. You too, Judge.
Figure this thing out.